Hello everyone, Duncurtain here, and welcome back to the NATO Cup 600k4 Top Gun Lure Edition. Today we will be continuing on with our second round of the lower bracket. This time around we have the Reckless Angels going up against the Golden Chicken. The Blackbird Brawler will be facing off against the Speedy Weenus. And the losers from today we will be saying goodbye to. They will be out of the competition, and our victors will go on to have another crack at the finals. So with no further ado, let's get straight on into our first matchup, guys. Alright, first up in our first matchup we have the Reckless Angels from Miss Ion spawning in first. Their opponent will be the Golden Chicken from Xionyx. So, the Reckless Angels so fast even slowed right down, already making so much progress and covering so much space. It's really hard to spawn things far away from them. Even when I go into the pause menu while moving between, they just take off so quick. So, we saw them cover that distance pretty quickly. No damage to either side that I can see so far. Actually, what is... The Reckless Angels aren't firing. Oh no, have they been broken in an update? Oh dear guys, I might have to, I'm gonna have to look into this, because if the Reckless Angels have been broken by the last update, I'm not sure what to do, guys. I don't know if I can roll back. I don't think I can. Oh dear, okay guys, you're gonna have to put off recording this. We'll be back later. I'll look into what's going on with the Reckless Angels and then be right back, guys. Alright guys, we're back. False alarm. The Reckless Angels just only fire under really specific circumstances, I guess. Wait, see, there you go, you see some missiles. So, I just wasn't seeing any missiles coming out of it and I assumed the worst. Everything is working as intended, so let's get back to the tournament and continue on with this matchup. I guess maybe they just have a fairly long reload time and I missed the first initial attack last time around. So how are the Angels going? The Golden Chicken took a fairly large amount of damage just before. Do we have... Looks like we have some holes in the top and it is possibly falling now. One of the Reckless Angels did lose its wings and missile racks, I saw that, but the other one's still flying around strong, very fast, launching its missiles, which is what we were worried about that last time round, so that's good. And the Golden Chicken is down. We will start our minute timer from now. Start. Thank you. So still launching its missiles, deploying its balloons, trying to get up. Don't think those missiles will be catching anyone though. Actually diving is what, is one of them? No, one of them's not in the water there. I'm not sure what was going on with those missiles. Possibly just damaged and missing components. Well, a very good volley there as the Golden Chicken does get up out of the water. We will stop our timer. Though it doesn't look like it'll be staying up for long. Let's start that timer again, guys. Why are you... There we go. Got that started, and let's see how we go this time. That's a very nice display of missiles, unfortunately not hitting anything. But still looks rather pretty, the nice ring above the... Oh, we have some hits on this Reckless Angel here. Flew right into it this time. Taking a lot of damage. Very fragile, these Reckless Angels. Unfortunately, even though it has gone up into space, the Golden Chicken only has 15 seconds left to get up above 100. And we still have one Reckless Angel somewhere at 87%. Aha, there it is. And that is our minute. Just double check that this Reckless Angel over here is still flying relatively good, still intact, still in play. So therefore we do call this first round between these two in favour of the Reckless Angels. Alright guys, here we go with the second matchup between these two. The Reckless Angels spawning in second this time at a broadside to the Golden Chicken. Let's speed things up and see how things progress. So this Reckless Angel shot straight off, coming around for an attack run on the Golden Chicken. It's like a few of those missiles did connect with the top of the Golden Chicken, putting a nice size hole in the outer shell. A few more missiles connecting with the tail from that run. Does not look like the Reckless Angels have taken any damage as of yet. Managing to avoid all these missiles from the Reckless Chicken, which has just gone down into the water here. Let's get our minute timer up, guys, from here. And that is going now. The Reckless Chicken is down in the water. Ooh, one of the Reckless Chicken, the Golden Chicken, sorry, is down in the water, but one of the Reckless Angels has crashed itself into the water. I don't think anything hit it, so I think it just did that to itself over here. As the other continues on and the Golden Chicken is back up, we will reset our timer. And now it is a one-on-one fight with that other Reckless Angel being stuck in the water. The Golden Chicken going all the way up to atmosphere just about. By the looks of things, we'll be dropping back down pretty quickly though. Almost taking a lot of damage from its own missiles there as well. What altitude are we hovering at here? 528. If it does not drop down soon, we will start our timer. No, no need for that, it's already dropped down. Get rid of that HUD and continue observing the action here. Ooh, so one of the missiles making contact with the Reckless Angel, losing its wings here. Still managing to fly somehow. Got some crazy sorcery going on there with this Reckless Angel right now. As the Golden Chicken takes a lot of damage to its rear. Seems to have maybe lost propulsion for the most part here. Will it even out or just continue to dive? Ooh, it's pulling up slowly, still launching its missiles. As another volley comes in from the Reckless Angel, missing the tail of the chicken though. And flying right into all of these missiles. It looks like it might be down. Golden Chicken going down into the water, but balloons deploying. It might get back up, and it looks like it has completely disabled this Reckless Angel. Yes, it has. So if we have a quick look around, our other Reckless Angel, pretty sure is still stuck in the water somewhere. Yes, over there. You can see it. Still trying to go straight down. So that is this round in favour of the Golden Chicken. We will be going on to a final Drawbreaker match between these two guys. And we'll be back with that in just a second. Alright guys, here we go with our final Drawbreaker match between these two entries. Spawned facing away from each other. Not too far from each other though. As we speed things up, the Golden Chicken letting out its usual immediate volley of missiles. Just a large constant barrage coming out as it flies kind of just away from the Reckless Angels for now, making them come to it. Looks like these missiles are not having too much luck. Ooh, thought for a second there that those Reckless Angels had collided again, but they've managed to miss each other. You just see a lot of missiles flying around everywhere. Bit hard to tell if any of them are from the Reckless Angels. Golden Chicken flying very high for some reason right now. Not sure what it's doing. It's gone into the edge of the atmosphere, slowed itself down, is now a sitting duck for the missiles from the Reckless Angels if they get in here and let some off. Missing that opportunity, not sure what's going on. Here we go, here's some missiles coming in now. Doing a large amount of damage to the side. And we did see as that was coming, oh, another volley coming in. Out the back here though, one of the Reckless Angels getting absolutely wrecked by the Golden Chicken's missiles. Do not think this one will be continuing on to fight. The Golden Chicken is down, however. We will start our minute timer. Deploying its balloons, can it get itself back up into the air? It's managed it in the last round, so we'll just have to wait and see, guys. Giving itself a bit of a protective circle of missiles here. And there we go, guys. It is back up and into play. This fight is now very much 1 versus 1. Though if the Golden Chicken continues to focus on that already downed craft, could come into some trouble with that. It needs to very much be focusing the remaining Reckless Angel. Is it flying straight into the atmosphere as well right now? We will start our timer just in case it doesn't come down, though usually it does pretty well. And yeah, there we go, coming straight back down now, so no need for that timer really. Sometimes it does this. We saw it in the, I think its first round. It kind of would just hover very close to atmosphere when it's in this kind of situation. Like if we just have a quick look here, 480, 470. But that's very dangerous. Left itself vulnerable to this oncoming barrage of missiles. Ooh, ooh. And we've had... No, have we had contact? No, I think the Reckless Angel... Oh yeah, it's lost its wings. Still, how are you even... What kind of sorcery is this? Right. Here you go, it's going down now. The Golden Chicken is down in the water, but it's got its balloons. It'll get itself back up. And it looks like both of the Reckless Angels have been disabled in this fight. One there, two there. Yes, indeed, that is it, guys. So the Golden Chicken has defeated the Reckless Angels and will be staying in the competition. Congratulations, Zyonix. Great submission from Miss Ion. As we have all come to expect it, extremely fast, the Reckless Angels. And definitely a very interesting submission. Just unfortunately not having the best matchups, I suppose, and very, very fragile. It only takes like 1 or 2 missiles to take one of these down if it hits in the right spot, and it was just unlucky enough that the Golden Chicken did get those hits. So unfortunately we will not be seeing the Reckless Angels again. They are now out of the competition. But let's carry on to our next matchup now. Alright guys, for our second matchup of today, we have the Blackbird Brawler spawning in first from Ryation. The opponent is the Speedy Weenus from Tajima, both spawned in at broadside to each other. Fairly large distance, I think about 1400 meters, yeah, give or take. So let's speed the action up and see as these two continue on, hopefully able to keep up with everything. We see the Speedy Weenus immediately going to work with its lasers. The Blackbird Brawler sending out a volley of missiles towards it. Looks like it got through pretty unscathed though. Blackbird Brawler not so lucky itself, got a couple holes there in its wing structure. As the Speedy Weenus comes around for another attack run. I do believe the Blackbird Brawler only has missiles. It needs to get in. Has it lost a jet already by the looks of it? Oh yes, it lost its right jet, which it struggles to make any decent forward movement with only one, so it will just slow down and hover here, which is very unfortunate because the Speedy Weenus is set to not get very close to its opponent and will very unlikely that it's going to willingly come within decent missile range. Though, it has to prove me wrong as soon as I say that, swooping by for a nice attack run with its own missiles there. Unfortunately for the Blackbird, none of its missiles making contact with the Venus. Alright guys, the Blackbird Brawler is down. We will begin our... Oops, sorry, I hit the mic there. We will begin our minute timer. Looks like this first matchup will be going in favor of the Speedy Venus. Blackbird Brawler down to 69% and almost completely underwater here. It does not look like it has balloons. So I do not know if it is even capable of making a water start, if it even can repair itself. Alright guys, that is it. That is our minute up. This first matchup does go to the Speedy Venus. Alright guys, here we go with the second matchup between these two. This time the Blackbird Brawler, spawning in second, was meant to be backwards away from the enemy, but I guess I got the angle a little bit wrong. Was trying to judge as the Speedy Venus was turning already despite being slowed down. Speed things up and we see a massive volley coming out of the back of the Blackbird and managing to get a pretty good hit this time around, taking off one of the Speedy Venus's turrets actually and slowing it right down. That is very critical. A very good start for the Blackbird Brawler this time around. Speedy Venus having trouble keep maintaining its altitude right now. It is staying above 100 though, and we see it beginning its roll technique by the looks of things to try and spread the damage instead of having it all in one location. Still taking quite a few missile hits by the looks of things though, and dropping now well below the 100. We will begin our minute timer. It was a very quick turnaround from the last matchup. You can see the Blackbird Brawler continuing to drop large barrages of missiles, just huge amounts, onto the now very wrecked Speedy Venus. See quite a few in the water, still slowly making their way in, as more come in from another attack run. This time around, this is where the Blackbird Brawler thrives. And it has completely destroyed the Speedy Venus as our minute comes to an end. And now we are one apiece between these two. They will be going to a final Drawbreaker match to see who can remain in the competition, guys. Alright guys, here we go with the final Drawbreaker match between these two. They've both spawned in orientations that neither of them wants, heading straight on a mere 1,000 meters apart from each other and just racing straight by each other. The Blackbird releasing a large amount of missiles as it went past and doing a fair bit of damage to the tail end of the Venus. Has taken down not one but both of its turrets. This is a disarmed Venus, people. We have could even go as far to say this is a rather flaccid Venus that we are seeing here. Nothing it can do but run and hope that it can repair in time. Luckily it's very fast, and as long as it keeps going in a straight line, these missiles will never catch it. But the speed of the Blackbird Brawler, however, if it, instead of simply trailing behind like cutting across the trail of the Venus, if it overtakes it, it has a chance to actually hit it with its missiles. But I'm not sure whether we will see that happen. Struggling to keep up here. Here we go now, flying alongside each other. Does the Venus possibly still have some missiles of its own? I know it does have some backup missiles. Yes, it looks like I just saw a missile coming off of the Venus there, getting rather close to the Blackbird as well. Having a lot of trouble keeping up, guys. Sorry about this. Might actually slow down the game a bit so that I can catch up with the camera. Guys, that's a bit better, isn't it? And we can see they're rather close to each other. Is it close enough? Are these missiles going to catch the Venus? No, they are not. How's it going with its turret? It looks like it's almost got one up. As the Venus continues to just turn tail and run from all these missiles, while launching an occasional one of its own. We have travelled a long way on the map as well, guys. A long way. One thing is for certain, neither of these two wants to give up its chance to stay in the competition. This is certainly a drawn out match though. Just making sure, yes, the Venus is still firing, though its missiles aren't very effective. If it wasn't, I would have considered calling thing. I should have put a rule in about running from battle for too long, I feel like, but it is still attempting to fire back, so looks like one of those missiles might have actually made contact there, actually. Come back and fight, you Venus. Ooh. Has the Venus done some damage? Is the Blackbird in a spin or what? What is going on here? Why? It doesn't look damaged. I'm not sure what is happening. We see some lasers. It looks like the Venus has its laser back up and operational finally. Maybe now we'll see some real combat between these two as the Venus is coming back in. It is no longer running from its opponent. There's definitely something wrong with the Blackbird. It is continuing to just circle. Ooh. And the Venus will regret coming back to fight this one, I think. And here we got the Blackbird flying fine now. It was all a decoy strategy, you know, make the opponent think that it's winged. Wings have been clipped, and down goes the Venus. Let's begin our minute timer, guys. Though I think this is pretty much over now, in favor of the Blackbird Brawler. Oh, if we come down in here, yeah, we can see a massive hole in the side of the Venus. Its innards are exposed. It's more and more just come on down. I don't need my timer, guys. Get rid of that. This is over. This match has gone in favor of the Blackbird Brawler in a tense third match tiebreaker. So unfortunately, the Speedy Venus from Tajima will be dropping out of the competition in this round, and the victor, the Blackbird Brawler from Rayation, will continue on to our next matchup, in which it'll be going head to head with the Golden Chicken once again. So we're expecting the Blackbird to come out on top of that. Looks like it has an easy run through to the semi-finals, but anything can happen next time around. But definitely got a very good chance. So if you enjoyed the action today, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next round. As always, I appreciate any feedback you have, either down in the comments below or in the official discussion thread on the official forums. The link to that is in the description. I also have a Twitter if you want to follow that to get earlier announcements on when the videos are going live. That's all connected and set up. That is also in the description down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you guys next time. Until then, have fun building in From the Depths.